What is fatigue? Answering this question is actually quite complicated. For some, it's a feeling of weakness. For others, it's apathy and an unwillingness to do anything. In medical terms, fatigue is a complex set of symptoms, and we typically misunderstand them. Our body signals that we urgently need to take a break, but we keep piling on responsibilities and trying to juggle 12 tasks at once. Let's closely examine which signs of serious mental and physical fatigue shouldn't be ignored. Sleep problems. Sleep patterns change first when a person experiences excessive stress. It starts with difficulty falling asleep. You might go to bed on time but wake up in the middle of the night, then struggle to fall back asleep by morning. At night, your brain continues to work, searching for solutions to problems, which triggers chronic stress. Often, we're the ones causing our own sleep disturbances. We watch movies, mindlessly scroll through social media, disrupting the healthy process of falling asleep, and then wake up feeling drained and lethargic. Poor sleep is reason enough to see a doctor and find out what's causing it, as it leads to premature aging at the very least.
Melatonin, the hormone responsible for sleep quality, is interconnected with circadian rhythms. Prolonged exposure to smartphone screens before bedtime disrupts these rhythms because the light falling on the retina blocks melatonin production.
Decreased concentration and productivity. Sometimes you have many tasks planned for the day, but you can't accomplish any of them. When overloaded, neurotransmitters function poorly, and signals in the brain are transmitted more slowly. As a result, our memory worsens. We lose our ability to adapt, and we can't keep up with the pace that life demands of us. If you've noticed that you're often making simple mistakes, losing short-term memory, forgetting names and titles, it's a sign that you urgently need to rest.
Scientists have found that insomnia directly affects problem-solving speed. Losing 2 hours of sleep a day reduces brain efficiency by 30%.
Chronic fatigue. You've slept for 9 hours but still feel exhausted. This could indicate that your sleep is shallow and inadequate. This is explained by hormonal imbalances triggered by chronic stress and overexertion. The adrenal glands can't keep up with hormone production due to stress, and sex hormone levels decrease, especially in people over 45. The thyroid gland also begins to function poorly, so when dealing with chronic fatigue, endocrine gland dysfunction is the first thing to check. Frequent colds. If you experience a runny nose several times during one season, often have a sore throat, possibly a slight low-grade fever, it indicates that your adrenal glands aren't coping with the increased stress, resulting in decreased levels of adaptogenic hormones. If you've started getting sick frequently without apparent reasons, you should get checked out, have a blood test, and if no abnormalities are found, simply give yourself an extended rest. Unreasonable irritability, frequently losing your temper. If you instantly lose your cool at the slightest provocation, it's a clear sign that your nervous system is overloaded and your body is severely lacking magnesium, micronutrients essential for the nervous system. If you're constantly on edge and have trouble calming down after emotional outbursts, that's a warning sign. In addition to magnesium, B-group vitamins are crucial in sufficient quantities and are needed in increased amounts during periods of psychological and emotional stress.
Magnesium is involved in more than 300 biochemical processes in the body. Its deficiency can cause not only irritability, but also increased fatigue and muscle spasms.
Frequent headaches. High mental strain and frequent stress can cause cerebral vasospasm. It's triggered by the constant production of stress hormones, including adrenaline and noradrenaline. If you experience dizziness along with headaches, it could indicate anemia or issues with the central nervous system. If you start experiencing frequent headaches due to exhaustion and they're accompanied by dizziness, make sure to see a neurologist.
Modern lifestyle often causes so-called tech neck, headaches, and discomfort in the neck and shoulder area associated with prolonged use of smartphones and computers.
Apathy and asthenia. Many of us experience the same monotonous household routine day after day. We realize that days are flying by, and we're not truly living them. There's no time or energy left for ourselves. This lifestyle inevitably leads to nervous strain and can trigger depression. This is because the body starts to lack neurotransmitters like dopamine, which motivates us, and serotonin, which brings joy. Asthenia differs from ordinary fatigue in that it doesn't go away after a short rest. If you haven't recovered after the weekend, it's no longer just tiredness. Only a specialist can determine whether your body needs medication or if extended rest and a change of activity would suffice.
Walking in nature, especially on sunny days, helps boost serotonin levels, improving mood and overall well-being.
Stomach issues. Chronic stress inevitably disrupts the digestive system, as indicated by symptoms such as stomach cramps, bloating, and irritable bowel syndrome. There's always a neurohumoral connection between the gut and the brain that maintains metabolic homeostasis. That's why chronic stress typically leads to serious gastrointestinal problems.
The gut contains up to 500 million neurons, making it a second brain. The connection works both ways, with the brain sending signals to the gut and vice versa. This is why stress has such a significant impact on digestion.
Elevated resting heart rate. Exhaustion and nervous fatigue lead to high adrenaline levels, which in turn increases heart rate. This response to chronic stress is very detrimental not only to the heart, but also to the blood vessels. Daily practice of deep breathing and meditation can help manage this symptom. Irregular menstruation. This usually occurs due to hormonal imbalances caused by the same chronic stress. For women, maintaining hormonal balance is crucial, which involves avoiding severe nervous strain and leading a healthy lifestyle. Feeling of weakness. With accumulated physiological fatigue, your body doesn't have time to recover, and you feel constantly weak. You find it difficult to make yourself complete even the simplest task. It's always important to ensure you get adequate rest and quality nutrition for recovery. Hair loss. Chronic stress promotes hair follicles entering a resting phase, which makes hair more prone to falling out. This is because elevated levels of stress hormones, primarily cortisol, cause hair follicle stem cells to remain in a prolonged resting phase, without regenerating hair. Allergy flare-ups. Types of immune and nervous system responses in the body are identical. When encountering an antigen, the nervous system reacts faster than the immune system, which is why nervous, emotional people experience more intense and frequent allergic reactions.
Studies show that yoga and meditation help reduce the intensity of allergic reactions by significantly offsetting stress levels.
Bruxism. The cause of involuntary contractions of the jaw muscles and teeth grinding is hypertonicity of the masticatory muscles, which in 70% of cases is the result of serious emotional distress or long-term nervous tension. Gadgets and unhealthy food. Disrupted eating patterns and smartphone addiction are unhealthy habits that cause the same chronic stress. These can be alleviated by changing your environment and activities, engaging in active recreation, and, the most dreadful of all, disconnecting from the internet. Erroneous decisions have become more frequent. You find it difficult to focus on important goals. The number of wrong decisions unusual for you in your professional life increases. Urgently seek an opportunity to recharge. You neglect your personal life. Work takes up all your free time, leaving no energy for dates, family gatherings, and friendly get-togethers. This is not right. It's necessary to establish a balance between work and personal life and to rest. You envy those going on vacation, something you haven't done in so long that you can barely remember when it was. Vacation photos of friends no longer bring joy, but instead cause irritation. Perhaps it's time for you to urgently go on a trip as well.
Psychologists claim that even planning a vacation lifts your mood, as it gives a sense of anticipation and expectation.
Free time passes boringly and monotonously. If your main entertainment is the couch and a movie, it's a clear sign that you have no energy left. Try to take at least short trips on weekends or during vacations. Seriously consider adopting a healthy lifestyle and find a new hobby.
New activities activate different parts of the brain, helping to improve mood and increase energy levels.
Constant hunger or loss of appetite. Emotional exhaustion often leads to eating disorders. Some people start overeating, trying to compensate for stress, while others lose their appetite, which also negatively affects overall health.
Foods rich in tryptophan, such as bananas and walnuts, help improve mood and restore balance in the body.
It's important to listen to your body and recognize these symptoms at an early stage. If you're experiencing even a few of these symptoms, prioritize your health. Don't forget to take breaks, get enough sleep, and take care of yourself.
This content is for informational and educational purposes only. Consult with a doctor or healthcare professional before following any recommendations provided in this video. Tell us about your experience in the comments and subscribe to our channel.